Next up, we have Mike, a founding member of DC Coalition Against Foie Gras, a group that has successfully pressured over 20 restaurants to stop serving foie gras. Amazing. Mike has organized hundreds of protests addressing a wide range of animal rights issues, including the sale of fur, the use of gas chambers to kill pigs, animals exploited in circuses, the slaughter of kangaroos for athletic shoes. Welcome, Mike.
What up, everyone? I'm so honored to be here today, fighting for the animals with such an amazing crowd. Thank you, Rachel and Jamie, for organizing this event. Thank you, everyone who helped promote this march. And thank you all so much for being here. My name is Mike, and I'm a co-founder of the DC Coalition Against Foie Gras. If you don't know what foie gras is, it involves force-feeding ducks and geese and giving them liver disease. The DC Coalition Against Foie Gras was founded by myself and 2 other activists. At the time, none of us worked in animal rights. We had experience organizing protests, but we didn't have a lot of experience running campaigns. Our goal was to go restaurant by restaurant, getting them to drop foie gras. We emailed them, called them, and finally show up in person asking to speak to the owner. And if they ignore us or don't drop foie gras, we protest them, leave comments on their social media, negative reviews on Google. Our first target was a restaurant called Kinship. Kinship was stubborn, and we ended up protesting them for nearly a year. Near the end of our campaign against them, they sued us. They accused us of harassment, and 3 of our activists had to go to court. We ended up winning that lawsuit, and Kinship had to pay our legal fees. And to this day, Kinship has never put foie gras back on their menu. But let's recap. We started a campaign with little experience, and to this point, we spent an entire year on 1 restaurant, and we got sued. We had every excuse to throw in the towel. We had every excuse to give up, but we didn't. We learned valuable lessons and evolved as we went. And out of the 44 restaurants that were serving foie gras in DC when we started, I am proud to announce that 30 restaurants in DC have dropped foie gras because of our efforts. Most of them drop after they receive a few emails from us because they don't want the smoke. Most of the others have dropped after only a few protests. One in particular stands out to me. We always go inside before our first protest and try to give them one more chance to drop foie gras. They usually tell us to get out or that the owner isn't there, but this time they told us to wait. They came back and told us to follow them into a back room, and there was the owner. He told us he was willing to give us a policy, and he sent us an email promising to never serve foie gras again right there in front of us. Another one that stands out is one where they ignored us when we went inside. But 5 minutes into our first protest, the chef came outside and said, "Okay, you convinced me. We'll stop serving it." We got her and the owner to send us an email on the spot, and we left. On one of our more recent campaigns, the restaurant took foie gras off their menu after our first protest. But it is important that they agree to never serve it again. So we continue to protest them because they refused to commit to that. We ended up protesting them for 7 months. I was worried that we would never get a policy and that we were wasting our time since there were so many other restaurants that currently had it on their menu. But we dug in and we kept fighting. We increased the frequency of our protests, and out of the blue, in the middle of one of our protests, one of the managers came out and told us to check our email. And there it was, a commitment to never serve foie gras again. I tell you about our highs and our lows because things aren't always going to go smoothly. Every campaign is different, and each one has the potential to throw a new curveball at you. But the animals need us to fight. They need us to fight when we're tired, to fight when things aren't looking up. They need you to fight for them just as hard as you would want someone to fight for you. This is a battle. human beings are condemning animals to cages, chains, and endless suffering. The only way we stop them is by getting active and fighting against those that mean to harm animals for profit, pleasure, convenience, or tradition. If you're here today, that means you made the decision that enough is enough. You will not stand by while animals are imprisoned, mutilated, tortured, and killed for the luxuries of humans. So on behalf of all the animals suffering at the hands of humans on this planet, I beg you to get involved and stay involved in the fight for their life and their peace. If you're a seasoned activist, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you do. And I look forward to continuing to fight alongside you. If you're a new activist or thinking of becoming one, please get involved. I know it might seem hopeless at times, but there is so much progress we can make here and now if we have enough dedicated people. I'm going to leave you all with a quote that I love. It says, "Never doubt that a few good people can change the world. Indeed, that is the only thing that ever has." Let's go change the world. Thank you.